I'm recording now Viber messages I sent to the guy who illegally bought my property. I warned him this winter that it's a it's a case of international organized crime, that most of the state institutions involved committed major frauds. I mean, all the state institutions. In the first place, courts and prosecutions, and of course, police and even military. So I'm now going to click on those messages to show. So this is the SMS I sent him, and he informed me that he bought my property after everything is finished. Then another one, this is the second part of that SMS message. He haven't confirmed that he received it. He promised today in the morning when we talked over phone that he will confirm. He still hasn't confirmed, and today is 5th of May 2022. Another well, let's call it attachment is video where I talked to the lawyer of my brother. My brother hired a lawyer to send me an illegal offer to buy part of my property, together with the monstrous murder of 3 members of my family. So both of them gave power of attorney to act instead of them on their behalf, and I will need to run this because it's still not uploaded.
Zašto to nisu poslali? Znači imate tamo gde ona priznaje da on falsifikovao zapisnik. Oni to uopšte nisu napisali ni viši sud, niti meni hoće da daju. Pa kako sam drugačije mogu da dokažem? To smo prošli put pričali. Ja nisam mogu da iznesem taj papir pred viši sud i da kažem evo, nema potpisa i pečata. I onda u rešenju on izbacuje onaj dao međunarodnom organizovanom kriminalu. Zato je falsifikovao. Znači, dobro, a možete mi kažete na osnovu kog zakona? Znači, mora u zakonu da stoji, to mora negde da stoji u pravilniku. U redu, ne mora da stoji u zakonu. I znači, hoćete da kažete da ono što... Dobro, a sad ovako, kažete mi sledeće, da li isto postoji u zakonu? Oni to meni nisu hteli uopšte da objasne, znači mene isto interesuje taj zapisnik, zašto? Dobro, znači mene još ovo interesuje, da li zapisnik, da li... Ne. Gledajte, moj brat, da izvinite, laže, ne da neće da kupi. Ljudi neće da se meša. Zamislite da se neko, zbog 2 hektara da se neko meša. Meni, verujte mi na reč, nemam razloga da vas lažem. Ja sam ozbiljan, ne znam da sam slao moju radnu biografiju, radio sam za Američki institut 6 godina, trebao sam tamo da idem, biomedicina, najpopularnija oblast, nebitno to. Sad znači ovako, čovjek me je sreo, koji je rekao da će da plati veću cenu od bilo koga, razumete? Rekao je. I on me je sreo i rekao, ne da neće da ima ništa više s tim, neće da bude pomenut u kontekstu. Može neka državna firma to da kupi, mogu i to da urade, a to bi još bilo još gore. Evo, ona je sad došla tu da mi prisluškuje. Znači, još samo me ovo interesuje. Da li po zakonu, pošto navodite, niste mi tačno rekli zakon, nebitno, verujem na reč, da li po zakonu sme sudija da izbaci deo zapisnika? Znači, on je izbacio deo zapisnika, ja sam ga zamolio da stavi onaj deo zapisnika u međunarodnom organizmu. Dobro, on je potpisao, ali gledajte, on je potpisao tamo u predmetu. U predmetu je potpisan i moralo bi da stoji, gledajte, ne mora on da potpiše, ali u predmetu. Molim? Kako mislite da li sam potpisao? Nije problem da sam ja potpisao, problem je, gledajte ovako, ja sam snimao pisarnicu, ja sam njih lepo pitao, žena nije tamo da mi kaže. Pa ja sam tamo, znam da sam nešto potpisivao, samo mogu da proverim da li je bio zapisnik. Ali ja mislim da sam, znam da sam nešto potpisivao, mogu da proverim da li je bio zapisnik. Uglavnom, mene ovako interesuje, da li sme zapisnik koji sam ja dobio, a ona je potvrdila u žalbi, znači deo tog snimka je deo žalbe na rešenje. Kako može da ne pošalje celu žalbu? Možda bi se ona žalila, možda bi ona rekla, ja ne prihvatam taj snimak, on me na prevaru namamio da to izjavi. Ja uopšte nisam na prevaru, ja sam uvek rekao da snimam, a ja čak, KZ me štiti kad snimam, mogu čak da iznosim i privatne detalje, ako branim svoje pravo. Znači ovako, mene interesuje, da li vi mislite kao advokat da on može da izbaci, da se onaj zapisnik koji sam ja dobio, ili bilo koji, pošto su isti zapisnici i sva tri naslednika, da li taj zapisnik sme da se razlikuje od zapisnika u predmetu? Možete to da mi kažete? Neće da mi daju. Imate snimak u pisarnici, neće početi da viču na mene, da se svađa. Kako sam ja smao da kažem da je sudija falsifikao zapisnik? Od kad sad to postoji? Molim? Pa, gledajte ovako, ako sud, ja po ZKP imam pravo da podnesem prijavu i sudu, ne samo policiji i tužilaštvu. I sad, ako nisu hteli da mi proslede tu prijavu tužilaštvu, koja je verovatnoća da će da mi daju taj predmet? Imate, ona je jako važan snimak, to je, ja sam rekao, ako hoćete, predmet je mnogo veći nego što mi je moj brat rekao, samo da znate. Znači, po zakonu, vi bi trebalo sve ono da prođete kroz te videe, ali evo ja sam rekao, ako hoćete, ja mogu tačno da skrenem pažnju šta je tamo važno, šta nije, da ne gubite vreme. Samo ovo kažem, onaj snimak od 23. jula prošle godine je jako važan, to je sad iz višeg tužilaštva. Znači, tog istog dana, oni su mi rekli da će mi dati ta dva predmeta. Vi ste rekli da ja unajmim advokata, moj brat je hteo, to vam nisam rekao. A taj advokat nije smeo da se pojavi. Jel mi razumete? Imate onda dokaz.
So the lawyer, my brother's lawyer, claimed a lot here in this conversation, but she could not say what are the laws that she is referring to. So this should be enough for the credibility of that lawyer. So next one. So this is all from my YouTube channel, and I will need now to open browser. So this is the video that psych patient confirmed the part of the notes, inheritance proceedings notes, are falsified by judge who was in charge of inheritance proceeding for my father. I don't know why is this so slow. So it's opening. So these are two parts of the same video. So I want to open. So this is where psych patient confirmed that judge said he didn't have time to check out on. I warned him about this, but he said he didn't have time to check on so-called not being worthy of inheritance. If you committed some crime against the one who is from whom you inherit something, or from the one who is in that line of inheritance. For instance, she's also guilty of my father's and grandfather's death. So if he's guilty, even if she's guilty, so this monstrous murder of my family, everything is explained in my YouTube channel. And even if she was only responsible for my grandfather's death, she would be also not worthy of inheriting. So she complained here that so again the same video on a different timing. So she confirmed here that judge said he didn't have time. So judge needed to check out this ex officio. So by the definition of his job. So this is the video. This is on my channel. I can close this now to make it faster. Another video where a psych patient who monstrously murdered 3 members of my family. She confirmed here that judge removed part on international organized crime from inheritance proceedings notes. Actually, he removed that in the final decision. So he removed without any decision on removing that. So there is no decision on removing that. There should be a written decision that this needs to be removed. So the part that I insisted on adding, so he added that in the notes of inheritance proceedings, but removed in final decision on inheritance proceedings. So without any decision to remove that, there must be a decision, written decision by the judge that this should be removed, and it's not relevant, etc. So now I added the links to some documents. This is about my father's inheritance proceedings. This is about notary. And I need to open this in browser to prove that it's the video on my channel. Same for these Google Drive folders. This is something about frauds committed by elementary prosecution in Smederevo. This is the city of sort of the capital of the region where I live now. This is decision on my complaint on inheritance proceedings. So the higher instance court wrote that I was complaining, but they didn't wrote what was the reason for my complaint, which is something that probably never happened in the history of judiciary. In this video, these two are proof that my brother still hasn't received, at least at that time, and he confirmed part of my complaint on inheritance proceedings. So that part was the previous recording of a psych patient that monstrously murdered 3 members of my family, where she confirmed that notes are falsified. This is my warning to the lawyer of my brother, international warning, because it's an international case. Everything is explained here. It's a 2-hour video, but let's see what's happening in the browser. This is that video I mentioned before. These are Google Docs documents on my Google account, all that I mentioned. And this is that video that I mentioned. So let's open another videos. So these are this video is proof on frauds committed by both by elementary court in Smederevo and cadastre, which is a state institution dealing with properties, owner of the properties, and so on and so on and so on. This is another proof on not being worthy of inheriting. So the judge didn't want to check out on this, which was again ex officio, so something that he must do by the definition of his job. And of course, according to the law of inheritance, whatever. So this is also important. So that murderer, monstrous murderer who murdered 3 members of my family. Again, this is the video. Again, my channel here. So she confirms here that in this video that she found my grandfather when he fell, and she blackmailed my father to say that he found him, and at that time he couldn't even give a statement because he was taking pills for Parkinson's disease for 6 years. So he could only give statement after a psychiatrist confirmed that he could do that. Okay, so this is video showing that I sent proof within a complaint on inheritance proceedings. I sent proof, so a phone call to psychiatric patient. So this is the video that from the beginning, but now I showed here that it's still linked in the email, which was actually complaint to on inheritance proceedings. So quick look. So this is a complaint. This is the video, and I proved here, if I click here, that video is still there, and that psych patient admitted here that notes are falsified by the judge. I could call my brother to confirm that, but I wanted to call her because she didn't have any reason to admit that, because it's against her. So it will cause a huge damage to her. I mean, she admitted here that judge is protecting her. And the last one, that office which is in charge of documents in the court don't want to doesn't want the, I mean the staff, part of the staff, that lady which is staff of that office didn't want, refuses with various explanations. So she refused to confirm that the falsified notes of inheritance proceedings are part of the case. So I think this is the last one, the last video. And then I asked this guy, so his name is ZVONIMIR. It's not here, but he's last seen on this is his mobile phone, and he's seen last seen on 25th of April this year. So I talked to him this morning. He called me and he said he offered some favors, blah blah blah. I mean, I don't want any favor from him, and he confirmed at the end of the conversation that he will. He said that he will confirm that he received my SMS from the beginning of this video, and I warned him here that because he said during the phone call this morning that he will, if something is wrong, he will sue file a lawsuit against the state. I warned him here that he cannot do that because I warned him this winter, so I think in January, that I warned him about all those frauds by state institutions, most importantly by courts and prosecution, and of course police and even military is involved. These are all claims that have material evidence, and all those pieces of evidence are on my YouTube channel, which I just showed. So I warn him here, he cannot sue anyone because he committed a fraud by buying something that I warned him cannot be bought. Again, I explained here why they want so bad to sell something. So this is needed to sort of prove that everything is done according to the law, which is not the case. So again, this is the case of international organized crime. And of course, I said that all these messages are actually part of the warning prior to suing him, international warning. And I again asked him to confirm that he received all those messages and that SMS message from 29th of April this year, from the beginning of this video. And of course, I warned him on one more thing. So he cannot know if I recorded that conversation during winter. He visited my home, and I warned him about all those frauds and that it would be illegal to buy anything, but he still bought it. So he cannot know if I recorded it or not. If he say that I haven't warned him and it turns out I recorded everything, that would be another crime he committed, so fraud. Okay, so I think I covered everything, and I will upload this to my YouTube channel, but I just needed to have a proof that I send that I sent all those messages and another warning because he wants to plow my property that he bought illegally. I warned him that if he uh, does something that's permanent change, then I can he will officially become the a someone who is involved in this case of international organized crime, because the fact that he bought illegally my property means nothing. I cannot work on my property. This is the problem. He will need to pay damages to me, but it's not that bad as it would be when he starts doing any changes on my property. So I think that would be all regarding that guy and the messages I sent him today.